Good morning, students. Now we are going discussing some applications based on angular bisectors between the pair of lines. See here, first one, equation of angle bisectors between the pair of lines S. If you denote with S, ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0 is h times of x minus alpha whole square minus y minus beta whole square is equal to a minus b into x minus alpha into y minus beta, where alpha comma beta is point of intersection of these lines. Already I gave the formula for point of intersection of this pair of straight lines. H of minus bc by ab minus h square, gh minus af by ab minus h square. See here, if you have only ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0, then our formula is only h times of x square minus y square is equal to a minus b into xy. But if it is a complete equation, then in the place of x we have to write x minus alpha, in the place of y we have to write y minus beta. Same formula, h times of x square minus y square is equal to a minus b into xy. Replace x by x minus alpha, y by y minus beta, where alpha comma beta are nothing but a point of intersection of this line. So formula we have to find the point of intersection. Next, second point is, if ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0 bisects angle between the coordinate axis, then a plus b whole square is equal to 4h square. See, ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0 bisects angle between the coordinate axis. Okay, angle between the coordinate axis means it should be ax square plus 2hxy plus by square should be angular bisectors of coordinate axis. That means if you take the rough diagram, so let us consider this is the coordinate axis. So actually the angular bisectors of coordinate axis are nothing but these two. So one is x is equal to y, another one is x is equal to minus y. These two are angular bisectors. So whenever it represents angular bisectors of coordinate axis means this x is equal to y satisfies this line equation, and x is equal to minus y also satisfies this equation. So here we have two conditions based on this one. So first one is, if you take x is equal to y, okay, here x is equal to y means x minus y, x is equal to minus y is x plus y. These two are factors of this one very clearly. So factors of that means, so this x is equal to y satisfies this one, and x is equal to minus y also satisfies this one. So if you substitute x is equal to y in this given equation, so ax square plus 2h x into x square plus b into x square. So take x square common and transpose this side, 0 by x square gives 0 only. So this becomes to a plus 2h plus b. So a plus 2h plus b is equal to 0, or a plus b is equal to minus 2h. You write one thing. Next one is case 2, when substitute x is equal to minus y here. So a into minus x, that means or y is equal to minus x you can write. So a into x square plus 2hx into minus x, that means minus 2hx square plus b into minus x whole square. This gives, if you take here x square common from all these terms, 0 by x square gives 0 only, remaining a minus 2h plus b is equal to 0. That means a plus b is equal to minus 2h. When a plus b is equal to minus 2h, here a plus b is equal to plus 2h. So from these two equations you can write as a plus b is equal to plus or minus 2h. So if you squaring on both sides, a plus b whole square is equal to 4h square. Okay, this is the proof of this one. Next one. Already I gave these formulas in these applications in straight lines already about angular bisectors. Okay, same I am giving here. Pair of lines L1 into L2 is equal to 0 are equally inclined with L3 is equal to 0 if angle between, when we can say this L1 L2 is equal to 0 or equally inclined with L3 is equal to 0 means if L1 angle between L1 and L3 is equal to angle between L2 and L3. Okay, so let us consider this is L1, this is L2, if it may be L3, so it is what angle it makes, same angle it should be. That means this L3 is nothing but angular bisector of L1 L2, very clear. So based on that one, every pair of lines are equally inclined with the one of the angle bisectors, because of it is angular bisector only. So every pair of lines are equally inclined with the one of the angular bisectors and parallel to angular bisectors. If you take a parallel line to this one, that is also equally inclined to those two lines. Okay. Next, fourth point. The third side of an isosceles triangle is parallel to one of the angular bisectors of equal sides. For suppose, let us consider these two are equal sides of this triangle. So it is an isosceles triangle. Okay. So if you draw a angular bisectors of these equal sides, so this may be one of the angular bisector and one may be like this. So this will becomes to parallel to the third side. How can you get? It is theta, it is theta. So we know that this total angle is nothing but exterior angle. So exterior angle is equal to sum of opposite interior angles. So that means this total exterior angle is equal to 2 theta. Because it is the angular bisector, so it divides into two parts. This 2 theta divides as theta and theta. Okay, it is theta, it is theta, and this is the line and this is also a line. So it is a transversal. Okay, this theta, it is theta. So these two angles are nothing but alternate angles. When two alternate angles are equal, corresponding alternate angles are equal means those two lines are parallel. So one of the angle bisector parallel to third side of an isosceles triangle. Next one. If the pair of lines ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0 are equally inclined with the coordinate axis, then h is equal to 0 and ab less than 0. Already I discussed here. Here we can see. So here it is x is equal to y and x is equal to minus y are the original angular bisectors of the coordinate axis. What they given here, if the pair of lines this is equally inclined to the coordinate axis means equally inclined to the coordinate axis means, so here pair of lines are angular bisectors of the coordinate axis. So one is x is equal to y, another one is x is equal to minus y. That means just you take the example. So from this x is equal to y, you can write x minus y. From this x minus y, you can write as x plus y. How it will be? It will comes to x square minus y square. So this becomes to x square minus y square means here there is no xy term. So there is no xy term means h is equal to 0. And you understand here in the place of a, here 1, in the place of b, here minus 1. So both are opposite signs. So product becomes to negative. So h is equal to 0 and ab less than 0. Okay. Next point is pair of lines L1, L2 is equal to 0 are equally inclined to the pair of lines L3, L4 is equal to 0 means pair of lines L1, L2 is equal to 0 are equally inclined to the pair of lines L3, L4 is equal to 0 means if angle between L1 and L3 is same as angle between L2 and L4 and they have same pair of angular bisectors. See here two conditions. Pair of lines L1, L2 is equal to 0 is equally inclined to the pair of line L3, L4 is equal to 0 means the angle between L1, L3 and L2, L4 should be equal, and these two pair of lines have same angular bisectors. Let us consider. It is L1, it is L2, it is L3, it is L4. Okay. So what he says, if L1, L2 is equally inclined to L3, L4, this is L4. L4 means the angle between L1, L3 and L2, L4 are equal. Okay. And if you take one angular bisector of any L1, L2, if you take, for suppose this is the angular bisector of L1 and L2. Same will be angular bisector of L3 and L4 also. This is L3, this is L4. That means it is the angular bisector of L1, L2. That means angle between this line to L1 and this line to L2 are equal. Same, this is only the angular bisector of L3 and L4 means from this line to L3, what angle? Same angle should be happened with this line to this line L4. Okay, that is the meaning of L1, L2 is equal to 0 or equal to L3 equally inclined to the pair of lines L3, L4 is equal to 0. So we have one theorem. The equation of the pair of lines passing through the origin and making an angle theta with ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is ax plus by whole square minus tan square theta into bx minus ay whole square is equal to 0. Once again, equation of the pair of lines passing through origin and making an angle theta with ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is ax plus by whole square minus tan square theta into bx minus ay whole square is equal to 0. This is very, very important theorem. See here, let us consider these two are the pair of lines passing through origin. Generally, if you want to take directly, pair of lines passing through origin is nothing but x square plus 2hxy plus by square. But we are not using that line equation. Directly we are taking, this is one line equation. These are two lines passing through origin. These two are pair of lines. And one more line you take ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. These two lines makes an angle theta with this line means here and here angles are equal. So it is an isosceles triangle very clearly. Okay, let us consider this angle is theta. Okay, so if this angle is theta means here we are going to prove this one ax plus by whole square. That means equation of the pair of lines passing through, we are going to finding these two lines. Okay, pair of lines, going to finding these two pair of lines means we have to consider any point on these two pair, any one of the side. Okay, on both sides we cannot take one point, single point. Okay, so we can take if you take here or here, no problem. You take one point on this pair of lines. That means we are going to finding locus. Okay, so the point which satisfies, that means we will get a relation between x and y, that is nothing but our required locus. Okay, so here angle between this line and this line, or this line and this line both are equal means we are going to taking angle between this line to this line. Okay, what is the slope of this line? Slope of this line is nothing but 0 minus y by 0 minus x, that means y by x. Slope of this line is nothing but, what is this? Minus a by b. Okay, so this is m1, this is m2. So tan theta is equal to m1 minus m2, y by x minus of minus a by b by 1 plus m1 m2. Formula is m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. Okay, so that means this is equal to, if you simplify xb is LCM, by minus into minus plus ax by xb by xb is LCM, xb minus ya by xb get cancelled. We have ax plus by by bx minus ay. Now we have tan theta, but we in the condition we need a tan square theta. So go for squaring on both sides. If you go for squaring on both sides, tan square theta is equal to ax plus by whole square by bx minus ay whole square. So just transpose this side. What you get? Bx minus ay whole square into tan square theta is equal to ax plus by whole square. That means you can write ax plus by whole square minus this term transpose to this side. What you get? Ax plus by whole square minus tan square theta into bx minus ay whole square is equal to 0. This is very, very important. So based on this one, if you see in the above, if tan square theta is equal to 3, then the triangle is an equilateral triangle. Why tan square is equal to tan square theta is equal to 3? It is an equilateral triangle. If tan square theta is equal to 3 means tan theta is equal to root 3. Tan theta is equal to root 3 when root 3 theta becomes to 60. If theta is becomes to 60 and two angles are 60, then third angle also 60. So it is an equilateral triangle. If tan square theta is equal to 1, then triangle is right angle isosceles, because of tan square theta is equal to 1 means tan theta also 1. When tan theta 1, 45 degrees. If two angles are 45 degrees, then third angle becomes to 90 degrees. So it is a right angle isosceles triangle. If tan square is not equal to either 1 or 3, if you get any other numbers, then the triangle is only isosceles triangle. Okay, so if you get in this form, ax plus by whole square minus tan square theta into bx minus a whole square is equal to 0. And this will form by ax plus by and bx minus ay interchanging. Okay, just to understand, if tan square theta is equal to 3, it is an equilateral triangle. Tan square theta is equal to 1, it is a right angle isosceles triangle. Other than 3 and 1, if you get any other number, then it is a just isosceles triangle. Okay, and the area of the triangle is cot theta into c square by a square plus b square. The area of the above triangle is cot theta into c square by a square plus b square. Why? Because of it is origin and it makes an angle theta, it makes an angle theta. Let us consider this length is x, this is also x, because if it is an isosceles triangle, if you drop a perpendicular, that is nothing but a median. Okay, so it divides equally. So if it is x, it is also x. Now what is the area of the triangle? Half into base into height. Height is h is nothing but what is that? Foot of the perpendicular, that means length of the perpendicular from origin to this line, that is nothing but a into 0 plus b into 0 plus c modulus of by root over a square plus b square. Okay, we know very well this formula. So h we have mod c by root over a square plus b square. Now we have to find out x, that means 2x we need, that is the base. So first you find out with x. So here x we have the relation, h and x we have a relation. So cot theta is equal to x by h, adjacent side by opposite side. Cot theta is equal, that means x by h, cot theta is equal to, so x is equal to how much? H cot theta. So 2x is equal to 2h cot theta. So area is equal to half into base into height. So half into b is equal to 2h that means 2h cot theta, that is base is 2x, 2h cot theta into h means h only. So this h into h square you can write as c square by only a square plus b square. Okay, c square by a square plus b square into cot theta. That is the answer for this question. So based on this concept, you discuss some problems in next video.